Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is RemovableSanity and today I'm reviewing Mostroscopy on the Series X, developed by RemovableSanity Games and published by Seashell Studios. So what is Mostroscopy? Mostroscopy is a fighting video game that takes up the aesthetics of the horror and luchador films of Mexican cinema from the 1950s. The premise is you take on an eclectic roster of monsters and masked luchadors who are out to resolve their own personal stories. The game boasts a retro presentation, simple 2-button gameplay style, and a roster of monsters and masked luchadors and local multiplayer. First up is accessibility. With regards to accessibility, there is no options available aside very basic tweaks. There is even no subtitle options or controller mapping, so should you have hearing, motor or visual issues, this may not be the game for you. Next is gameplay. I have found that fighting games are getting overly complicated in relation to combo attacks or special attacks, and it seems developers RemovableSanity Games agree with me as they have developed a fighting game using a simplified gameplay style. The question that immediately pops to mind is it overly simplified that now provides no challenge due to this? Well, let's find out. From the beginning, you are into a bare bones title screen, which offers 1v1, story mode, challenge mode, and the jukebox mode. It does its job, but can be a bit of a hassle trying to find out where the tutorial mode is. This is actually found under challenge mode, and one I would do before anything else, in order to get a feel of the controls and the unique button combinations for each character on offer. You see, you only have 2 attack buttons, one for a traditional attack, X, and another for a special attack, Y, that is used in combination with the other direction pad. There is also a dedicated guard button, RT, and a taunt button, B. From the outset, this may seem like an overly simplistic control system that lacks variety, but this could be further from the truth, and you'll be surprised what you can accomplish with just 2 buttons. Because the special attack is only a single button press, this makes attacking with those devastating attacks more accessible. However, by holding down the special attack button, you do a charged up version upon release. There is 2 power levels of special attacks, with each attack more powerful the longer you hold. However, the key is timing, as any hit before releasing will cancel said attack. This also then leaves you open to some brutal combo counters, so understand other characters' moveset and the time it takes them to land a hit is crucial. At the bottom of the screen houses the special bar of various segments, which fills up with each attack. You can then use individual segments to counter your opponent's attack, or if you let it fully fill up, you can activate the game's Mostro mode. Activating said mode allows all moves to be special moves, but once activated, the bar slowly depletes until empty. Each of the 16 characters have a wide variety of moves that all feel unique and distinct, ensuring players will soon choose a favourite. I soon found myself enjoying the more simplistic style and would often switch characters to fully appreciate their individual moves. At first I did think the characters were a bit clunky in their movements, but this soon faded the more I used them and learned their particular movesets. It's very much about timing and countering your attacks, and once you get this, the game then really opens up. The biggest issue I actually had was with the game in its training mode, as the explanation versus the actual input tracking seem to vary or are not well explained enough for the player to actually work out what it is the game that wants you to do. Overall though, I did enjoy my time with the game regardless of this issue. Next up is graphics. This is where the game stands out from any other fighting game. Visually, this game's style looks great, but draws inspiration from horror films from the 50s. It often randomly switches from a Technicolor style that has a grainy coloration to a black and white presentation. Your first time seeing these colours can be a little off-putting, but after a few matches, your eyes seem to adjust and counter any potential knock-on effects. Stages are nicely varied, and from what I can tell, each stage has 2 variations. The stages themselves also vary in size, which in turn provides challenges, depending on how you are reacting to being pushed back into a wall. The animation of the characters is also well done, with a smoothness that some bigger titles would hope to achieve. Story-wise, the game's characters and their backgrounds are explored using a variation of hand-drawn slides to explain each character's motives. The stories are also entwined with each other, depending on the characters can also provide alternative endings. I'd like to see online multiplayer added instead of just local, as this would also provide the game with a huge boost. Overall frame rate and stability was superb, and there was very few crashes, tearing or pop-ins. Finally, its sound. When it comes to the music in this game, the game embraces inspiration from Spanish music that suits its luchador style. It is consistently lively and engaging, regardless of the level setting. Be it a spooky cemetery or as an Aztec ruin, the music beats are pumping away to ensure you're enjoying some great soundtracks. To this end, there is also a jukebox mode, allowing you to listen to these tracks without the need to play. This nice touch is great if you want to pause for a while and listen to some superb music. There is no voice work, with the characters' stories being told using comic book style strips instead. My recommendation here would be a good quality soundbar to really enjoy the beats as you punch your way to the end boss. And this leads me on to the rating of the game. Now, I rate games in order of avoid, on sale, great purchase and must own. My rating for Mostroscopy is a great purchase. Simplistic and fun, with a challenge if needed, is exactly what this game provides. It's a great fighting game that allows you to enjoy it for what it is, and should you wish to be more tactical, you can. The game is currently priced on Xbox at £9.99 or approximately $13, and depending on your skill and patience would give you about 5+ hours worth of gameplay to complete the character's story on a standard setting. There's also local multiplayer, which can expand this further, and a couple of difficulty settings to increase the challenge. Whilst this is no Mortal Kombat, this may put off the technical purists. However, what is there is fun and engaging. From what I can tell from the developers, there is also more characters on the way to provide even more content for players. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I do hope you like this review, and if you do, please like, share and subscribe if you so wish. And if you would like to put some notes or even just a comment in the comment section, I do like reading them. Anyway, have a great time gaming, and I'll see you all again soon.